Hey guys,
What's up?
welcome to the podcast.
I feel like we haven't recorded in like
A
7
week.
years.
That's because you're hungover.
No, it's just because we haven't done it in like a week.
Uh-huh.
That's a long time.
I guess. Hey, bud, your lemon juice.
I know. I saw that.
How's your week?
It was good.
Good.
I did stuff.
Sick.
I went to the works and made some of the monies.
Nice.
Paid my mortgage.
Gross.
Yeah. You know.
Adult stuff.
Adulting.
Yeah.
Nice. I too did all of those things.
Good job.
I did all of those things except for paying my mortgage. It's not due yet.
I paid my mortgage last night.
I paid mine like 2 days ago.
Yeah, it sucks.
I paid it early. Because I'm a badass.
We also paid ours early.
I like paying mine on the 15th. That's the last day it's due.
Mine's due on the 1st.
Well, mine is too, but you have that grace period. Gives you till like the 15th. I
I
always
don't
pay
know.
it then, just because.
I don't know how long our grace period is.
Ours is similar to Scott's.
I usually pay it whenever I get paid.
There's no reason I pay it late. I just like paying it late.
He likes to stick it to the bank man.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck him.
Right in the ass.
You guys want to hear a
yeah.
funny story about my stupid wife?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yes.
So I'm working the other day, and she calls me, and she's like, "My fucking car won't start." And I had just, like the day before, I had just taken it in to get her emissions done, and they changed like her filters and stuff, and her radiator cap. And she calls me freaking out and crying, "My fucking car won't start. What the fuck did you do to it?" I'm like, "I didn't do anything to it." She's like, "Well, what the fuck did they do to it?" And just blaming everybody. So she ends up calling my mom, and my mom picks up the baby and takes her to work. And then I get off work at like 11, and I went and picked her up. And Brandon was going to come over and look at it when he was off. So I decided to stop at my house beforehand it started so he didn't have to come over. And so I go in the house, I get her keys, I open her driver door. What do I see?
A seat. A steering wheel.
Nothing.
The car was in drive.
She tried to start the car and drive. Jesus Christ.
So I'm standing there, and I noticed it right as I opened the door. And then I look at her, and I give her that, "Are you fucking kidding me?" look. So she's like, got her arms up. She's like, "What?" And I was like, "Come here." So I make her get in the car, and I was like, "What's wrong?" "I don't know. It won't fucking start." I'm like, "Well, did you try putting it in park? That's a thing." My wife didn't know.
How long has she been driving for?
Didn't she
Doesn't
claim
seem
to
so.
like be like a super duper car person when she had her Subi?
Apparently not. Didn't know you had to put the car in park to start it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
That's just embarrassing.
Yeah. So she was like freaking out at me and yelling at me because her car wouldn't start because it was in drive.
Did she freak out at you and yell at you for making her feel stupid?
I don't think she dared because she realized how fucking stupid she was.
If that was me, I would have pulled the classic. Oh yeah, I knew that. I was just testing you.
Yeah, I was just checking your knowledge of
Yeah.
cars.
I just want to see if you knew
Yeah.
that was what's wrong.
I was just trying to get out of work and see if you knew why my car wouldn't start.
Yeah. That's
You passed, by the way.
she didn't.
She failed.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, she did.
hardcore.
Isn't that like
Embarrassing.
shit you learn in day one of driving?
Yeah. Make sure it's in park.
Mm.
Start the car.
Uh-huh.
All right.
That's like shit you learn before you even get behind the wheel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my wife.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
And then
The mother of my
if
child.
for some reason that it is in drive and you try to start the car and it doesn't start, the first thing you do is like look down and see if it's in park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm curious how the keys even came out in drive.
Yeah, that usually locks it in there.
She tried to blame it on me. Like, you left the car in park or drive. No, I didn't.
Were you the last one to drive it?
Well, technically yes, but then she got in the car the morning before, and then she called Brandon, and he was like, "Well, put the car in neutral." So,
Huh.
yeah.
Why would he put it in neutral?
I don't know, dude. I'm not a car guy. I just drive.
Unless he was gonna like push it.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. That one.
Huh.
I'm just still kind of taken back that my wife is dumb and doesn't know how to drive.
I don't know why you're taken back by that.
I
We all
didn't-
know this.
I honest to God did not know that people didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, but your wife's kind of dumb.
I know.
This is
Now I
true.
really, really know.
Mm-hmm. She like always like kind of like starts to make everyone think that she's like getting a little bit smarter, and then she does shit like that, and it's like, well, never mind.
She says
Progress back to
that
zero.
one thing that's like really smart, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's like Jake. He'll say something really smart every once in a while, and then he'll
Like,
fuck
oh, it's
something
an
up.
aloe plant.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, what?
And then he'll say something stupid the following sentence, and you're like, well, there goes that fucking
mind.
faith I ever had in you.
Never mind.
Like that screenshot I sent in the group chat when he was like tagging that one girl. Did you read that?
No,
Go back and find it.
I
Nope,
might
I
have read
didn't.
it, but I don't remember what it was.
I don't. Oh, what
The
when
fucked up
when he didn't have
sentence?
a beard, he can't speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll read it for everyone.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay.
He doesn't remember. He just doesn't want you to go back and find it.
I already got it.
You got it.
It says, "Oh my God, we were so you and I was so beardless." What?
Knows what an aloe plant is just by feel.
Can't speak English.
Can't speak English.
Can't speak at all.
I can make sentences with my typewriter.
Yeah, pretty much. Bro, imagine when like you fucked one word up on a typewriter, like you like typed a whole fucking essay. You fucked one word up halfway through the page, you'd have to throw that thing away and start over.
Well, that's why they all typed with 2 fingers. Not like the thing now.
You get to like the last word and you're like, and we spell like EDNE or some shit. You're like,
The
fuck.
Shit.
And that's why.
Fuck that.
You don't
Typewriters are
use
cool though.
typewriters.
I like typewriters.
I just
I
like,
like
the
the
noise.
sound.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
sounds. Ting, 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 ting. That's it. We're bringing typewriters back.
I'd buy a typewriter.
You remember when pagers were a thing?
Yeah.
My sisters both had one, and I wanted one so bad.
Pagers?
Yeah.
I remember my mom having one. So she was the only person I knew with one. But
You'd see all the dads walking around with fanny packs and a pager in them.
Mm-hmm. Socks and sandals.
Uh-huh. Khaki shorts.
By the time I was old enough, cell phones were out. So,
Mm-hmm.
but they were like the Nokias with brick breaker.
Did you guys see the they're bringing the Razor back,
Mm-hmm.
but in a touch screen, the
Mhm.
foldable screen?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want it.
Me too.
I haven't seen it yet.
Chris wants a pink one.
Yeah, I'll take one.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I don't even remember what it was called. It was like the first foldable phone that they had.
Mhm.
It was basically 2 phones put together.
Yeah.
They took that and made it the Razor, so that the screen folds, but it's all touchscreen.
Interesting.
So I was talking to my mom yesterday about how I didn't go to school because my
School?
niece, no, yeah, my cousin she's in college or whatever. And so we were just talking about how like all of our school experiences went, and I pinpoint when I quit going to school. So me and him had a homeroom together, like that 15-minute class before like school starts.
Mhm.
Yeah. So me and him were in the same homeroom, and then you like, I don't remember what happened, but you weren't in that class anymore,
Mm-hmm.
and you were the only person I knew in that class. I didn't like anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So once you left the class, I quit going to school. So it's your fault.
Yeah, that's because I quit school before you.
Finally pinpointed when I quit going. It's your fault.
You mean like actually dropped out or like
No, just
started
quit going.
skipping school a lot?
Because I tried to go back twice, and then I still didn't want to go. Before I actually,
So did you drop out or no?
not at that point. I mean, I did, yeah. But at that point, I had just quit going to school because I wanted to do other things.
You wanted to participate in extracurricular activities.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't give him any like curricular credit.
Yeah.
So then I tried to go back twice, my junior year and my senior year, and then I just didn't want to go.
Like once per year, you tried to go back, or twice per
Well, it
year?
was like a couple days.
Per
Maybe
year?
like a class.
There's just once in a while where you're like, oh, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna actually go today, and then you get halfway through the day, you're like, fuck this, and
Yeah,
then you bounce.
you make it through like go into your locker and walk into your first class, and you're like, yeah, never mind, I'm out.
I
Like,
normally made
oh,
it
yeah,
in
I
the
hate
front
this
door,
bitch.
and then I was like, just not feeling it, and then I'd walk out the back door and just
See,
walk.
my problem
places.
is I would walk in, and like I intended to go to classes every day, but I'd walk in and then I'd see a couple of my friends, then like, hey, we're going to the gas station. You want to go? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'd do the same thing. Me and Tyson, we'd go in and we'd be like, hey, we'd like chill, and then the bell would ring to like go to class, and then he's like, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. You want to go with me? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I do. So I'd just go and kick it with him while he smoked a cigarette. And the school cop, like, he always knew us, like where we were going. He'd just drive over and see us and be like, you guys should probably find somewhere new in case an actual like a city cop comes around. We're like, eh. So we ended up like going and kicking it, and like there's like a blanket store across the street from the school we went to.
A blanket store.
Yeah.
You hung out at a blanket store.
The dude there smoked a lot of weed, so we'd go and smoke weed with him. Like we'd go in his back office and smoke weed with him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Damn, that's kind of cooler than what I would just get blowjobs in trunks.
In trunks?
While I was speaking to Chris.
Did you just like fold the seats down, stuff her in the trunk, and then you'd like lay?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, so our heads were in the trunk, and his girlfriend's head was like on the back seat.
No, because you were too big to fit in the trunk, so it was flopped. She was in the trunk because she was like this big.
That's not how I remember it.
That's how I remember it.
Well, I mean, technically her head was like where his wiener was, but
Technically, your head's both in the trunk and in the back seat. You have two heads.
oh,
Well, my heads were in both parts. His wasn't. He was just carrying on a full ass conversation.
Yeah.
Like nothing was going on. I'm
we had
just
nothing better to
getting
do.
the blowjob. It was a good time.
Oh yeah.
It was in a church parking lot.
Mhm.
That's even better. Fucking
Yeah,
school, man.
I don't know. It honestly probably would have been more entertaining just to go to school, because half the time we would sit there bored all day. Like, what do
Yeah,
do?
we would never really do anything.
Yeah, we'd just be bored out of our minds all day, and
Yeah.
it'd probably be more entertaining just to go to school and like, I don't know, just be an asshole or something. That sounds way more fun.
We used to slough school and go to Gary's house and play Rock Band.
Hey, that sounds way funner than what we used to do.
Yeah,
We
we always had
never-
like a plan. Like if we weren't at school, like we knew whose parents weren't gonna be home, so we'd always go to like someone else's house.
Yeah, we didn't really have like a set place we could go all the time. Like sometimes we did, but not very often.
Yeah, we always had a plan, and even like if we weren't going to someone's house, we'd just go drive around and like do shit.
Yeah, that's what we did like every day.
When there was an assembly, that was like the number one time like to leave school, especially if like the assemblies were in the morning, because everyone's just kind of like gathering. But I'd like walk in the gym and like walk out the door, and the cop would be there. Like, hey, are you going to get food? No. He's like, cool, you pick me some up too, and he'd hand me some cash, and I'd bring him some food back. The school cop just kind of gave up on me. He just got to the point where he was like, I'll just give you some money, you bring me some shit back, and we'll call it even. Like, all right, cool.
That's kind of what happened with our hall Nazis too. They eventually knew me, and they knew I wasn't going to class, so they just quit trying to stop me.
Yeah, they stopped trying to stop me after they realized that I gave them like 4 different student numbers, and they were giving other people tickets, not me.
I'm glad our school didn't do the whole ticket thing. That's
Yeah,
dumb.
they would just yell at us to go back to class, and then if you just kept walking away, there's nothing they could do about it.
There was a couple times, it never happened to me, but they would chase people in a golf cart.
I've been chased in the golf cart.
Yeah,
I never was.
I've been chased in a golf cart once.
I never was.
I'd like see him driving down the sidewalk like towards me, and then I would just like take off and run across the street.
I just fucked with them on the football field. I'd go up and down the stands. So they didn't know which way to go. It was a good time. And then I just waste our time. Like if I knew me and a friend were sloughing and he was like on the opposite end of the school, like I'd find him first so that they would get distracted with me because I could just bullshit with him forever, and then my friend would go get his car and then pick me up in the front. Yeah,
That was like the funnest part about high school.
fucking with the hall monitors and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. I was such a loser in high school.
Yeah, me too.
Do you ever skip school in like elementary, like by yourself, not with like your parent letting you?
Mm.
I did.
No.
That was the first time I did. I was in like 5th grade, and one of my friends was like, "Hey, let's go do something else today." And I was like, I didn't even know you could do that. And I was like, "Really? Like what?" And he's like, I don't know. Let's go to Harmon's." And I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
And so we went over to Harmon's and just hung out there like all day. And I was like, "This is cool."
This is cool.
And then I didn't do it again until like middle school.
So Chris just pinpointed the time when his life got all fucked up. So.
Yeah. When I found out you could leave school.
The first time I slept was 9th grade. I slept with Angel and Cameron. We went to his house and had virgin daiquiris.
That's adorable.
Yeah. Well, because
The first time I slept was in 7th grade. 6th grade.
Do you remember when we slept with? It was me. I think it was me, you, Angel, and Clint, and we threw Clint through the white fences.
those like vinyl fences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I threw him through one of those, and this dude is in his backyard doing some shit.
Oh shit.
And Clint was like, "Oh, I don't know what happened." Got up, brushed himself. "I'll get him." Just starts booking.
He jumps back through the hole and he's like, "Let's go!" And start fucking booking it.
It's funny.
Yeah, we were just dicking around. And I don't even know how it happened, but Scott just like spun him around a few times and then like just tossed him through the fence.
Yep. And I'm not sure why.
Hell yeah.
That's a good time.
That's funny. That's ridiculous. So I don't know. Some of the shit I would do when I was sloughing is real dumb.
Yeah, it usually is.
We went to the mall a lot, and we went and got Jamba Juice a lot at Jordan Landing.
Yeah. We ran into, was it with you? We ran into the principal, like the security officer. And,
Yeah, we were like hiding behind the wall waiting for them to leave.
They actually stopped us. Were you
Did
there?
they?
Were
No,
you with
maybe
me?
not. I remember one time we were just all
I
kinda
might have been
hiding.
with.
Oh, maybe they were, because they're like, "What school do you guys go to?" And we're like, "Oh,
Oh
we're
yeah,
Jordan."
and we told them that one that, whatever her name went to, that private school.
Yeah, which, maybe. I don't know.
Water something. I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, they're like, they saw us and they knew who we were, and they're like, "Hey, what school do you guys go to?" And we told them some private school our friend went to, and they were like, "Shouldn't you be in school?" And like, "No, we're off today. It's a private school." And then, they saw us. Well, at least they saw me, like a couple days later at our school, and they didn't say anything. They just kind of looked at me. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Tyson always looked older because of his beard. So anytime, like, if we were, like, walking through, like, a store or something and, like, a cop or whatever saw us and he'd stop and question us, "Shouldn't you guys be in school?" And Tyson was always like, "Nah, dude, I'm, like, 20. Even though he was, like, 5'4". But he had, like, a full beard and he looked older than he was. And he's like, well, and then he'd look at me and be like, "Well, shouldn't you be in school?" And I was like, "No." And then he just, okay. I just told him no, and he just walked away. I was like, good police work there, bud.
Did some real good investigating.
Yeah, you go, girl. Go get yourself some
He's
fucking
like,
coffee.
"Did
and
you
wake
steal
up."
that car?" No. Oh, okay.
All right, have a good day.
Were you in the car with us with, remember Momo, Steve?
Mhm.
We were driving downtown one day, and he went on one of those.
Driving downtown with the Momo Steve, and he's like, "Frick you." Ooh.
We were driving down. We drove down one of those roads that's a one-way road. He was like zigzagging in between cars. I'm like, "Oh fuck."
I remember this story. I don't think I was there though. I think you just told me about it. Because I remembered.
That shit was
but I don't
so
think I was
scary.
there.
He had a what did he drive?
He had that SUV.
Yeah,
Or didn't he have a? Was that SUV? Yeah, he had like a white SUV, I think.
and it had a turbo in it.
Nice.
He put a turbo in it. It was so fast. He's just fucking zooming through all these cars. I was so scared.
Dude was nuts.
Yeah, he was.
He's funny
like
though.
like Columbine nuts.
Damn.
He was pretty funny though. Yeah, he showed up to a party that we were having one time. He had like 2 knives, 2 guns on him, and like 4 rifles in his trunk.
Huh.
What the fuck?
All right.
This is when we were
yeah.
like 20.
Yeah, we were like 19, 20, and you're like, okay.
Okay.
Wasn't quite the gun nut that I am now. So
Yeah,
you're
now
just
he'd be like, "Oh fuck yeah, can I
yeah,
see it?"
yeah, I'd be like, oh, me too. Here, check this out.
That's a little weird to bring to a party though.
Yeah.
Like, that
Yeah.
much
'Cause I don't-
firepower.
I don't bring a gun to anywhere I'm
Yeah,
with
no.
alcohol.
If we're gonna be
period.
drinking, I leave my guns at home.
Yeah.
But
He was a weird dude.
remember one time we left school and we like piled everyone into this like beat up Ford Explorer, and it had like fuck tons of carpet in the back because this person's
Was it
family was
shag?
like, no, this like they were putting hardwood floor in their house, and it was the parents like that kid's car. It was his parents' car, so it just smelled like dog piss in his car because it was like middle was like hot and shit. So we like piled in there. There was like 15 of us in there, and I was in the back, and he hit a speed bump, and it launched me up into the roof of the car. I thought I was going out because I hit, and then someone else hit the back window, and the latch wasn't all the way done, so the window opened, and I was like at the point where I was hitting the roof of the car as the window opened, and I was like, "Well, I'm dead. This is where I die."
Do you remember when, I don't know why, but you rode in my trunk one time when we were in high school in my white Stratus?
No.
Yeah, so we went from our school to your parents' house.
Was it just you two?
I don't know. I think there was one other person with us, but for some reason he rode in the trunk, and so of
Here's
course
Scott's logic. He's like, if we get pulled over for sloughing, they're not going to check the trunk, so I won't get in trouble for sloughing, so I'm going to ride the trunk.
That's probably
For
not.
some reason, I think we were just putting something in the trunk, and I think he just jumped in there, and I just closed it and left.
Like as a
something,
joke?
yeah, something. But he didn't live
Sounds
very.
right.
He didn't live very far, so we're like, whatever, he'll be fine. And of course, I was hitting like every bump.
Yeah.
I was
As you
like
should.
driving up and down the curb, like going down the street.
I don't remember this.
Was this before they had the like latch thingy that you
No,
could-
it had one. I remember it having one because he actually pointed it out. He's like, "Oh, I can get out." And a long time ago.
I don't know, man.
Would have been even better if like your car actually had those things that like you can pull the seat and you can push it down, and he didn't realize until like you stopped. He could have gotten in the front the whole time.
Oh, I mean, it was literally like a 3-minute drive.
Yeah.
But there were probably lots of bumps.
Yeah. I was probably
There
having
was-
so much fun. Too.
He's like, I didn't remember there being this many bumps.
I also don't remember it taking us half an hour to get home.
He also used to lay in the back seat of my car
Oh,
all the
yeah.
time, and he wouldn't wear a seatbelt, and so
Yeah.
I'd slam on the brakes as hard as I can.
He still does that in your truck.
I know.
Well, I do that everywhere.
Yeah.
There was one time he did it, and I don't know how, physics, but it shot me forward, and like my head was in the passenger seat, like on the floor. Like it literally shot me all the way forward. And there, I think it was. I don't remember.
There's someone sitting up there
Yeah.
too.
So your face ended up in their lap.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, his face ended up on their feet.
Yeah, it
But yeah.
launched me forward.
You probably hated that. Did you hate feet as much back then too?
Probably not. I don't know, man.
That's funny.
I remember that. I don't remember who was in the passenger seat.
I don't either. I remember you
that.
launching forward though.
Yeah.
That happened when we went out to the dump when we were helping you empty your truck, and we were on the way to, I think it was your sister's house to help him with something. I don't remember, but he was sitting in the back, and you slammed on the brakes, and he ended up in my lap because I was sitting in front.
I don't like seatbelts.
Good times. Good times.
Seatbelts save your life. I wear a seatbelt like 95% of the time, but in the last 3 car wrecks I've been in, I haven't had one on.
Nice.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was driving around with Clint when his mom had that Jimmy, the black SUV.
I remember that thing.
And we took his we had his little brother. We were going somewhere, and he had him in a car seat, and he didn't strap him in, and it was raining that day. So Clint went leaving the neighborhood, and he took the turn off fast because he was a douche. And so his car's like spinning out, and his brother's car seat flipped over. His brother's just laughing. He's like, "Help, help!" And we look back, and he's literally flipped over on the ground. We're just like, "Oh shit!"
It's child endangerment, bro.
No, man, he was just toughening him up.
Just toughen him up, get him ready for the real life.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty funny.
Fuck.
You guys watching the Super Bowl today?
I'm going to just for the commercials. I don't really care much for football. I just like the Super Bowl commercials, and I'm really hoping there's going to be a wardrobe malfunction during the halftime show.
Probably not. It's all on a time delay now because of Janet Jackson. Thanks, bitch. It's on like a 10-second, or not even 10-second, like a 5-second time delay. So they can edit all that out.
Let's just hope that whoever's running that likes titties as much as the rest of us.
He's all,
Titty pops
he's
out.
all like titties, and he goes to blur, and he's like, ah.
He just gets distracted. I should probably blur that. Well, too late now.
Oh, can't do it now.
It's already on live TV. That'd be us. We'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, titty. Oh, fuck, I was supposed to blur that.
You'll blur the wiener, but you won't blur titties, right?
Yeah, I'll blur the wiener in a heartbeat.
Yeah, but we get demonetized if there's a wiener.
Not
If we
titties,
didn't,
though.
if we didn't
Just
get
titties.
demonetized or in trouble for having wieners on there, I'd just leave it in there.
Have you put up our other video yet?
No,
Oh. Why
Have
not?
you edited it yet?
no.
Sick.
You should probably do that.
Thinking about it.
I mean, you should do that.
We
Yeah,
should do
probably.
a try not to laugh challenge
You could do that.
where we put water in our mouth and we have to like try and make each other laugh.
You could do that.
I feel like we're all gonna lose real fast.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at not laughing.
I don't know.
Depends on my mood.
It-
If I come real fucking hungover, I ain't laughing.
Challenge accepted.
Like today, I'm slightly hungover, so I'm just. But if I come like real hungover, I'm like, oh my god, you know, I can't see the light. I ain't laughing.
So we'll do it in the dark.
So then I can't see anything, so I'm definitely not gonna laugh.
So we'll do it after you. Or we should do it while we're drinking, because
Yeah.
that'll be even harder.
Exactly.
Everything's funny.
We can do that.
Probably shouldn't do water, because I assume we're gonna do it like here. So we should probably do like not water.
If we're doing that, we're not going to do it anywhere there's like anything that can get ruined, because
Well, we could.
we
just-
should get our friends involved in it too, because it'd be more funny. So we need, like we do it at your house, like in the living
You
room.
could do
or
like.
in your house, the living room.
Well, you could do it at my counter in the kitchen.
Yeah.
You should have us three sit on one side, and someone else has to make us laugh, and whoever like laughs the most loses.
Yeah. We
Like
could do
a
that.
competition.
Word.
Jake's gonna try real hard.
It's gonna be super funny. We should,
Isaac's
if
just
we
gonna
get-
show up as Karen, and we're all gonna lose.
Yeah. I guarantee you, Isaac can make me laugh. I'll probably laugh at Jake because he's so fucking retarded.
Yeah.
And
Mike's
Mike,
not very funny. Mike probably will get like Snickers.
Yeah.
He can make us all kind of.
watch he'll like do some research and come with some gold.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. Movie idea. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
do
do,
it, do
a
it.
3-hour video of just this.
3 hours.
Yeah.
That's a long.
Fuck, are we the
amount
Lord of the
hours.
Rings?
Okay, we'll do 3-hour movies. A trilogy.
3 hour or 3 1 hour?
No, 3 hours. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're
I'm
Lord of
gonna
the
be sick
Rings.
those days.
Yeah, I just checked my calendar. I'm real busy.
See the way my bank account's set up.
I started saying that my sister was talking about something yesterday, and I was like, "Yeah, see the way my bank account's set up." AJ was like, "Shut the fuck up!" I was like, "Damn, rude."
Rude. Was this before or after the car thing?
This was yesterday, so after.
I said it to somebody the other day, and I think it was someone at work, and they didn't get it at all, or like why I was saying it, and it killed it for me.
Yeah, it's not as funny if people don't know what you're
Yeah,
talking
when people
about.
don't understand it, you're like, "Fuck you, then."
You're like, "Wow, well now I'm just telling you about my
Yeah,
bank
it,
account."
it was more like he was just kind of like, huh? And I was like, okay, never mind.
Same thing happened to me at work the other day. It was with that kid that I told you guys. He was like, "Yeah, man, people really just don't feel good when they're sick, huh? Fucking idiot." I was like, he said something. I don't know. I don't remember what we were talking about. I was like, "Yeah, you see the way my bank account's set up? I got a checkings and a savings." And he goes, "Okay." I was like, "Fuck you, dude."
Okay.
Just don't understand.
He's like, wait, finish the story.
I like where this is going.
He's like, I'm very interested in finances.
I feel like
He's one of
that-
those people that like will literally agree with you on everything. Like he was pulled up something like this dude he was listening to, like an artist, and he goes, "Oh, he's got a song with Marshmello." I was like, "Marshmello's overrated." Yeah, that's true. I was like, he's like, "But he's got like a song with like everyone," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's because he's fucking smart." Yeah, that's true. Like I just started rattling shit off. I'm like, yeah, from a business standpoint on his end, like if he does the song with everyone in every genre, then it's like more exposure for him, and he's just gonna like have more fans and
Everybody
stuff.
is a fan.
Yeah, instead of
See-
just having like EDM artists EDM fans as his like specific fan base. Like if he does music with everyone in every genre, he's just gonna be like the #1 artist out there. And he goes, "Yeah, dude, that's true. That's really true." What the fuck?
You see the way his bank account works.
He's only got a checking, but no savings.
He's got a checking, and he gets with every artist, so he doesn't need a savings, and it all just goes in his checking. But it takes like 2 or 3 days for those to process.
Something like total bullshit. Be like, yeah, dude. He can fly.
Yeah,
He drank Red Bull once.
He's got
And you're like,
jetpacks
"Oh,
in
yeah,
his
that's
shoes.
His marshmallow, that's his real head.
He's got
He's
jetpacks
actually
in
a
his shoe.
marshmallow.
Yeah, when he's on stage, he's not like standing on anything. He's just got jetpacks in his shoe, and he's just standing behind the DJ
Oh
booth.
yeah, man, I've seen that. I've seen videos of that. Fuck.
There's two types of people do. There's the one person who's just super gullible and just believes anything you say, and then there's
Mike.
There's the person who's just not actually listening to, and he's just like, yeah, I agree.
Mike just agrees, but he's
That's
kinda
because
listening.
he's not listening.
He's kind of listening.
Sometimes.
He's like in and out.
Yeah.
He'll start listening, and then he just fades out throughout the end of it, and he just waits for it to get quiet, and then he'll say something.
My favorite
Like 10 minutes
thing
later.
is
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
when I'm like, if I'm talking to people for a long time on the phone, I'll specifically say like, "Oh, I wasn't listening." Like and it's my favorite thing to do because then they're like, "Oh, I have to repeat all of that."
You did that to me once, and I told you to go fuck yourself.
I was talking to Chris the other day on the phone, and we were chatting for like 30 minutes, and after a while, he was just like, "Yep, okay." And in my head, I'm like, "This motherfucker." So I'm like, "All right, well, I gotta go." Piece of shit,
Oh, that's funny.
asshole.
Yep. Okay.
Correct.
I used to do it to Mike all the time. I'd start doing something work related, and like I would know he was talking, but I wouldn't really be listening. And I would do the same thing, like okay, and then like once I was done with what I was doing and paid attention again, I'm like, oh, I wasn't listening. And I do it all the time. And you'd be like, he's like, oh.
Mike's the person that'll repeat
Yeah,
everything
Yeah,
too.
he'll start from the
Every-
because
beginning.
he wants you to hear
Detail.
it. I just don't give a fuck.
Do you know he's like building houses right now?
Mike?
Yeah. Yeah, like his job owns a
Oh, yeah, he's
construction
doing
company, too.
construction because I don't
Yeah.
have enough work for him.
So he's like building houses and shit right now. Whack.
He says a lot of the times he's just kind of standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it.
Yeah, I could
I was
see that.
texting him for like 3 hours straight on Friday.
I could see that.
I talked to him on Friday. I called him because I was bored.
It's because I got a phone with you because you pissed me off.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay.
Did I talk
Mhm.
to you Friday? No, I did talk to you Friday. It was in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I called him while I was at Family Dollar because I was really annoyed with that place, and I just needed to like not think about it.
Fucking hate Family Dollar.
Word.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm just sitting around getting paid for it." Good job, bud.
Good job, bud.
Being productive.
Oh, yeah.
That's how you make your company money.
Which one do you guys want? The Super Bowl list or the eBay list?
eBay.
eBay.
Fuck the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't care much for the footballs.
I don't even know who's playing in it.
The Chiefs and the 49ers.
Yeah. All right.
Aren't those basketball teams?
This is 25 interesting things that were sold on eBay. Brazil once tried to sell an aircraft carrier on eBay.
For how much?
It doesn't say.
Is that not allowed?
Apparently not.
It's just a boat.
There's a picture of it.
I mean, unless it wasn't theirs and they stole it.
The first item sold on eBay was a broken laser pointer. And when asked in an email by eBay founder Pierre Omidyar if he was aware that the laser pointer was broken, the buyer replied that I'm a collector of broken laser pointers.
Huh.
Fuck, what?
What do you collect? Broken laser pointers. Why?
I don't know.
Does he have any working ones? This is what I
No.
need to know.
No,
I wonder if he
only
like
collects broken ones.
buys them and then breaks them to
Oh.
add them to his collection.
He's like, oh, this thing's broken, and then he breaks it, and he's like, ah, I fixed it.
Fixed it. This thing works. Fixed it.
James Blunt sold his sister on eBay as a damsel in distress. When she could not find transportation to a funeral, she ended up marrying the man that won the auction.
Huh.
Isn't that illegal? To sell
He
your sister
bought
on
his
eBay?
wife.
Pretty sure that's illegal.
Apparently
that's
not.
pretty much just a mail order
Unless
bride.
it's, like, unless it's voluntary. I don't know. Can't pay for sex, though.
He didn't pay for sex. He paid for a wife.
Mail order bride.
That's true. And you can pay for sex if you film it.
In the year of 2006, an Australian tried to sell New Zealand on eBay.
Nobody wanted to buy it.
I'll give you $1.
The town of Buford, Wyoming, was sold on eBay for $900,000.
Huh.
Buy a whole town.
I'm gonna sell Salt Lake City.
Do it.
A Legend of Zelda prototype cartridge was sold for $55,000 on eBay last year.
Damn.
Dang.
Dang.
That's a good game.
The phone number 867-5309 sold on eBay for almost $190,000 in 2009.
Isn't that in a song?
Yeah.
Somebody actually.
Yeah, somebody bought that number.
So some dude actually had that fucking number,
Yeah.
and he's probably getting so sick of it.
And he sold it for $190,000.
Who would want to buy that though?
Old folks.
Yeah, probably some old dude. Some old dude who has too much fucking money. He's like, I
He's
want
like,
that
oh
fucking
yeah, I
number."
want that. I want all these people to call me.
This is gonna be like my second phone, and I just want that number on there.
Yeah, make some new friends.
Yeah.
The wrestling legend superstar Billy Graham sold his Hall of Fame ring on eBay because he was pissed at Vince McMahon.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Stick it to the man.
Stick it to the McMahon.
See, that one made me spit my water. That was funny.
And he's hungover.
Teamwork.
That was funny.
I set you up for that one.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
like
In
alley-oop.
2002, NASA bought servicing and support gear for shuttles on eBay because components were so out of date that they were no longer made. They brought 1970s Intel 8086 chips and 8-inch floppy disk drives.
Dang.
Huh.
Way to go, NASA. You fucks. Can't even discover alien life.
3 diamonds were made from strands of Ludwig van Beethoven's hair, and one was later sold for $202,700 on eBay.
Huh.
I make diamonds out of my hair.
That's impressive.
Let's sell one of our friends and make a lot of money. Who's worth something?
None of our friends.
It depends on what version of Isaac you get.
Yeah, could we sell
We could
Karen?
sell Jake as like a work in progress.
No, we could
Oh,
sell them
yeah.
to like a barber shop or like a barber school for people who need to practice shaving.
Yeah, but people do that for free.
Yeah.
We could sell them to the Chinese into slavery.
That too.
Make my shoes for 32 cents, bitch.
Technically, it's not slavery. He's paying them 32 cents.
Yeah.
When Gmail first launched with 1 gigabyte of space, unheard of at the time, invitations were sold on eBay for as high as $125.
Invitations?
Mm-hmm.
To what?
Gmail.
Okay.
They only had a limited number of users that they could have.
Oh, okay.
So people were trying to get
So
on that.
the way they set up their bank account.
Wow. A cornflake shaped like the state of Illinois was sold on eBay for $1,300.
Huh.
Let's just go buy a shit ton of cornflakes.
Yeah. This one's shaped like Jesus.
A fucking cornflake. All right. In 2011, a classified stealth aircraft canopy appeared on eBay for $620,000. Little has been written about it since.
I wonder if it ever sold. The government bought it back and fucking assassinated the dude.
Yeah, they're like, here's your money. Bam! You're dead.
You're dead.
A man once tried to
That
pay
was
an
good.
outstanding bill of $233 by providing a drawing of a 7-legged spider. They refused to accept the drawing as payment, and it was eventually sold on eBay for $10,000.
They're bad.
Huh.
They fucked up.
A 7-legged spider? Just a
Yeah.
drawing?
You ever thought about just being a painter? Because like some people just paint a line and they sell it for like $1 million.
Yeah.
That is such a beautiful line.
We could do that.
There's a
There's
recipe
other people
section.
that just take and throw paint at
I know,
fucking
I know.
canvases.
Okay, there's my
Oh,
painting.
it's so beautiful.
They take like just say like your Batman picture over there, for instance. They just with some paint on it.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
$10,000 painting. You bought it for like $22.
Yeah.
Profit.
I don't get it. I don't understand the art
I
culture.
don't either.
Me either.
There is a recipe section on eBay, and people actually pay for them.
For recipes,
Mm-hmm.
they could just Google it.
Why would you do that when you can buy it?
On eBay.
That's
Hello.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Duh.
The number one.
And
You can't find just like Granny made on Google.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
and you can't get on this list if you don't pay for it.
That's true. The number one The Walking Dead comic was sold for $10,000 on eBay.
Huh.
Cool.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, yeah, some nerd about it.
Yeah.
In 2009, a 10-year-old British girl tried to sell her grandmother on eBay.
That's just smart.
Just like Granny made. She comes with recipes. She sold in the recipe area.
Want to sell a recipe book? It's just a picture of her grandma. She can make Swedish meatballs.
She can make a mean apple pie.
The town of Bridgeville, California has been up for sale on eBay 3 times.
Huh.
Nobody wants to
I
buy
want to
it.
buy a town, man. That's cool.
I'll sell you Salt Lake.
How many dollars?
5.
500,000.
My final offer is $350.
Deal.
Cool. 3.50.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just go work up the deed
Yeah,
real
if
quick.
you can
Get a crayon.
just bring the papers.
Deed to Salt Lake City.
And I owe you. I owe you Salt Lake City.
And then we'll go turn it into the church because they own it.
Yeah.
The most expensive item sold on eBay was Frank Mulder's Giga Yacht, which sold for $168 million.
Giga Yacht?
Yeah.
Do they have a picture?
No.
What the fuck is a Giga Yacht?
Picture didn't happen.
Hold, please.
He's gonna put his Google goggles on.
Giga Yacht. That's a Giga Yacht.
I want one. Can I have it?
How much did it sell for?
$168 million.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's a lot of dollars.
Yeah, it is.
A lunch with Warren Buffett, the third richest man in the world, sold for $2.63 million on eBay.
That's the most expensive lunch ever.
Fuck.
Dude, I won't even pay for lunch.
You
Who
can.
paid for that lunch?
It doesn't
Him
say.
or the guy that bought it?
It doesn't say. But there's a source.
You pay the
You can go to lunch
$2.3
with
million
me.
to go to lunch with him, and then you end up having to pay for it anyways.
Hold on. I'm in the source.
That's a rip-off.
Okay, so here's the source of Lunch with Warren Buffett. The year was 2010.
Oh.
They say time is money. If your name is Warren Buffett, your time is very, very expensive. A couple of years ago, the third wealthiest man in the world decided to hold an auction where the proceeds would benefit the San Francisco-based Glide Foundation. What was he auctioning off? Himself. For $2,630,000, an anonymous bidder and 7 of his friends won the opportunity to attend lunch with the legendary investor at NYC's Smith and Walensky Steakhouse.
Huh.
Big money talk. Doesn't say who paid. Bummer. You can buy used prosthetic human eyes on eBay.
Why?
And there's a picture. Evie.
Why?
Why would you buy a picture of feet? Nobody knows.
That's fair.
Damn, let's do this. There's a guy auctioning off his best friend on eBay for $250,000. His best friend is a playing card, and apparently Justin Bieber touched it.
Let's just put a sheet of toilet paper and we're like, Justin Bieber wiped his ass with this.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a certificate of authenticity written in crayon right next to it.
Virgin Mary toast was sold on eBay for $28,000. I'm not sure what Virgin Mary toast is.
Probably they toasted it, and what looked like an image of Virgin Mary popped up in it.
Let's look at the source.
Yep.
The Virgin Mary toast.
It doesn't even look like
Nope.
it just looks like a piece of toast.
In October 2008, Iceland was put up for sale on eBay, not including singer Bjork.
Huh.
And the last one,
He's not part of the deal.
the town of Albert, Texas, was auctioned on eBay for $2 million.
Huh.
Cool.
Okay, here's my new plan.
Let's try to find the stupidest fucking thing we can and see how much money we can get out.
Let's just go get a loaf of bread. We'll toast it, all of it, and just put it all on eBay and see if someone buys it for $2 million.
I'm with his idea. Let's just buy a fuckload of cornflakes
Yeah.
and see what kind of things we can get out of a box and auction them on eBay.
That was also his idea. I'm not going to take credit for that one.
I didn't hear you say it. I just heard him.
I don't remember.
Let's do it.
We could do
We
them
could
at
do
the same
both.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
It would cost us literally like $4.
We could toast the bread while we're looking through the cornflakes.
Mm-mm.
Oh, damn. Somebody will buy it. Do people still use eBay?
Yeah.
My dad uses eBay all the time.
Yeah. So old people still use it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And some dumbass is bound to buy a cornflake that looks like
We could
a
even get
toe.
Cheetos. This one looks like a whale.
Oh, and it touched the penis of Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. This one was in the beard of Jason Momoa, and we snagged it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
this has been inside Jason Momoa's mouth.
that's true.
Word.
We just make up shit.
Yeah.
Some bitch is gonna be all over it.
Yeah.
Can you get sued for that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess companies do it all the time anyways.
I guess it is technically false advertising.
Yeah, but companies false advertise shit all the time.
Unless we started off with, let me tell you a story. Because then it's just a story.
Unless you put a little disclaimer at the bottom that says, like, you know, like Red Bull doesn't actually give you wings sort of thing.
Yeah.
This
Like,
Cheeto wasn't actually
this-
Jason Momoa's beard.
This this toast looks like the Virgin Mary. It does not actually look like the Virgin Mary.
Yeah.
We'll just type it
I could be a lawyer.
real small letters.
We could even just like not actually toast the bread
Mhm.
and just get like an airbrush and then just like get stencils and like airbrush
Dude, that's just
faces
art.
on there.
That's like $2 million.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Or we could sell them the bread and be like, when you toast this, it will look like the Virgin Mary.
Dude, will you like legitimately do that? Will you get some red paint and just like splatter it on Batman so he looks bloody and see how much somebody will buy it for?
But he
No,
likes
'cause
that
I like
picture.
that.
Yeah, but if
Picture.
somebody buys it for like 10 grand, you can go buy like 9,000 of them.
I don't
But
think anyone's gonna buy it.
if they
You don't
don't,
know, man. If not, you just have a bloody Batman.
how about this? You have a picture of Batman somewhere in your house, don't
Oh
you?
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So why don't you do it?
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And if it works, just, you know, split the money with us.
No. I'll give you all $1.
Deal.
Deal. Shake on it. Cool. He shook through me,
Yeah.
so I was gonna take 50 cents because I had to do part of the shake. But
Oh, you were only gonna get 50 cents.
Tree fitty?
No, 50 cents.
Yes, I said tree fitty.
the way his bank account's set up, you got a check-ins and a savings, so you got to transfer him 350. So you actually get the 50
Yeah, the-
cent
the
because the
minimum-
bank
like-
takes tree.
But then there's like a processing fee of $3. Yeah.
The
okay.
minimum transfer is 350,
Oh,
but it takes 3 to 5 days,
okay. All right, that sounds like a deal.
not including Saturdays and Sundays.
Does not include shipping and handling.
That's true too. That.
I think we just came up with a get rich quick thing.
Okay.
I like it.
We can make a video out of it as well, and then
Yeah.
make money off of that too.
Yeah.
We're so smart.
A reacting video to finding a piece of toast that looks like Moses.
Dude,
And then we
we
could have
just-
another piece of toast that looks like the Red Sea that he's parted, and we could sell them as a team.
No, we can legit make that as a video.
We just
Get boxes of cornflakes and just have us on video going through them.
We just do
We
a
can do a-
clickbait title and be like, "This is how you make $1 million!"
Yeah.
Exclamation point.
We can do it while we're just recording. We'll just
Yeah.
be going through fucking cornflakes. Boom.
Yeah.
We'll like do the what like try not to laugh video, and then it'll like pan over, and we'll just like be sorting through shit.
Hold on, don't make me laugh. I'm trying to find Abraham Lincoln. All
That's
right,
a
so
twofer.
next Sunday when I bring over boxes of cornflakes, you guys know what we're doing.
Recording a podcast and find Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Sick.
He just dibs buying the cornflakes.
Yeah, he
I'll
did.
buy them. That's fine.
Don't worry, you'll get your profit back. We'll give you the $3.50.
Thanks, guys.
Can we eat the cornflakes?
Yeah,
If they don't look like
if they
anything,
don't
can we
look like
eat it?
anything, eat away.
Sick.
Tight.
Do we each get our own box?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Buy 3 boxes.
I like cornflakes.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm gonna buy myself Frosted Flakes. I prefer those.
They're great.
They're sugar.
I've never understood why people put sugar on top of them with their milk.
I did that with my
But then it's just
Cheerios.
like, well, Cheerios don't really have sugar.
Yeah, I know, but they're like supposed to help with your cholesterol, and then I just like counteracted that by like loading it up with sugar.
Yeah, but you're like 3 pounds, so you're okay.
You're like, I'm trying to be healthy, and then you pour like a whole bag of sugar.
Yeah, it's
on
like
it.
when you get a salad and you just load it full of ranch, boiled
yeah.
eggs, bacon, ham.
Dude, if you could see
cheese.
green on your salad, then
It's not a salad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta put the ranch on it.
Yeah.
You gotta have some salad with your ranch once in a while.
Yeah.
The lettuce is really just for color.
It's just to make you feel
It's
like
art.
you're eating healthy.
Yeah. It's to trick your mind into thinking you're eating healthy.
Let's face it, the lettuce is like, it's kind of like the actual condiment, not the,
Yeah.
you know, you're like, oh, I'm gonna put a pickle on my hamburger just to make it healthy.
The lettuce is the side dish to your salad.
Yeah.
I love pickles. They're so good.
Pickles
Look
are
over at
good.
him and he's just like staring off into space, probably thinking about eating a pickle.
Uh-huh.
I love pickles.
I like pickles.
I would have spit water out there.
When we do that challenge, you're just gonna sit there with that dumb face, huh?
Gets them every time. Your lips are so like bouncy.
I can hear them.
You're hitting all teeth and like no lip.
You're supposed to put your lips out.
But then they don't become as bouncy.
Yeah, you have really bouncy lips.
Cool. Chris, where can they find us?
On the YouTubes.
Sick. Scott?
Keep going with him. I'm busy.
You can find us on Twitter, Dems the Rules,
Instagram.
DDR Podcast. Facebook, Dems the Rules Podcast.
The Facebooks.
You can also find us on Snapchat, Dems the Rules, or Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere you can find a podcast.
Damn it! Where is that video?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hit that bell icon. Let's not the chicken getting fisted.
Oh shit! Chicken getting fisted.
This fucking guy.
Oh, there it is. I love that noise so much.
Oh my. I bet that's what it sounds like in a whorehouse.
Say bye.
Okay, bye.